Hi everyone, it's Jane. Thanks for tuning in. Today I have an unboxing. I got this from Goldspot Pens. They were having a sale on Sailor pens and I thought I'd grab one while they had a good price on them. They sent this nice catalog that I have not looked through yet because I don't want to continue to want things. But anyway, I'll look through it later probably, but that was nice to get. And then the pen I got is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim, and it came with a bottle of ink and then the pen, and it's a 14 karat gold nib. I got it in a medium. So let's take a look at, this is the box. It kind of comes in a sleeve like that, and then it looks like you get a kind of a bookmark, which is nice, and then the warranty card, and then the lid here, or the box, is a nice blue. Lid comes off like that. It's nicely packaged. Okay, and so here is more information from Sailor, probably in a different language, how to fill it, that kind of thing. Oops, this is upside down. So it looks like it comes with a cartridge converter, or ink converter, which is nice. And here's the pen. This colorway, they said, is called Rabbit Ear. Oh no, that's the ink. It's blue lilac, I think. Maybe this is blue lilac. I think the ink is blue lilac, and this is rabbit ear iris pink. That makes more sense. So there's the pen. It's kind of a nice finial on it, if you can see that. And then the nib is 14 karat medium. More than likely, I'm going to get a converter to make this into a Yovo convertible, to put in a different pen, because these pens to me are way too small for my hand. They would be fine for most ladies' hands, and in fact my hands are small. I have small hands, but I have a wicked bad callus here on this finger, and any sort of slim pen really bothers me. So anyway, it's pretty color though. I'll write with it for a while and see how that goes. So that's the pen. Let me look. I guess so here's the inside, and you would just, if you wanted to put your converter in, which I will do, just push it in like that. I'm not going to ink it up. Well, maybe I could ink it up. We can write with it. Let me put this back together though. Okay, and then the ink that came with, you all know I'm really bad at pronunciation, so I'm not going to try to pronounce that. And perhaps in English that does mean blue lilac. I'm not sure. So there's the title of the ink. I will go ahead and ink this up. I like how it's fairly translucent through here. You can see through it. And then I'm going to compare it to my other Sailor pens here in a sec. As I get a little ink in here, and we'll do a little writing sample. Go ahead and push that down like that. Really dirty nib wiper. And I usually don't put a lot of ink in these pens to start with, because I don't like to waste ink, and I don't write with them long enough to have like a full converter full. So I just put a tiny little bit in there. That wiped off. I hope I'm on camera. I'm not looking through the camera because it's right in my way. I have to look around it. Okay, that. And let's put this away. There we go. Yeah, that's me. All right. Okay. So let's grab a little itty bit, one of my little notebook here, and we will do a little writing sample. Okay. I'll go ahead and post it. I don't usually post my pens, but I have to with this guy. Okay, so this is a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. It's got a medium nib, and it's 14 karat. And then it says here it is rabbit. I'm hoping this is the right thing. I'm just writing what's on the invoice. Ear Iris Pink. They had, I believe it was 4 different sailors with 4 different inks. And I just happened, I'm not necessarily, well, I do like that colorway. Well, anyway, it writes really smooth. I can tell I would not want to write with this pen for very long because it is so little. Again, a lot of people would like that. I have to have a thicker pen, right? My hand starts hurting pretty badly. So let's go ahead and do our little downstrokes and upstrokes, little figure eights. I like the way it writes. It's got a really nice smooth nib on it. Doesn't put out as much ink as I'm used to because I'm usually writing with a stub nib or something thick. But that'll be nice for writing a little bit finer. So in comparison to the other pens that I have from Sailor, excuse me. So this is the Pro Gear Slim. I believe this one was as well. This is Mermaid. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to get the exact name for all of these. Hold on. Okay, so these are both Pro Gear Slims. For some reason, this one looks, maybe it's just an optical illusion. It is. I thought this was bigger. But this is the Pro Gear Slim, and the colorway on this is Follow the Mermaid. This came also with a 14 karat medium fine, and I ended up putting this nib in a different pen. So that's Follow the Mermaid colorway. This one is, let me turn my page here in my book, also a Pro Gear Slim, Storm Over the Ocean, and this one has a music nib on it. Wait, let's see if you can see it. There we go. This one is bigger, but yet it is a Pro Gear Slim, so I don't quite get why one is bigger than the other, but yet still called a Pro Gear Slim. Whatever. This one is, let me make sure I have the right page on this one. Now, I just have written down it's a Pro Gear, but I don't think it is. And this one was a 14 karat gold, and it had a zoom nib on it. Loved that nib, could not stand the feel of this pen, so I put it on a different pen. And then this one's my everyday writer, so I do really like this pen. And this one is, I didn't write it down, so it is not in my records for some reason. Maybe this one is the Pro Gear. This one has, I believe this one has 21 karat, if I'm reading that correctly, and it is also a medium nib. I'm going to pull it out of here to see if I can see it any better out of the light. Yeah, 21 karat. It's either a medium or medium fine. And I write with this pen every day, and I don't mind this one for some reason. It feels a little thicker to me. It lives over here in my Good Made Better inkwell. I'm going to move the camera so you can see the inkwell. That. And then I also apologize. Hopefully you won't hear all the fans running. We have a brutally hot day here in Michigan, up close to 100. And today, our air conditioner decided to take a crap. So I'm without air conditioning and not happy. And so anyway, thought I'd do an unboxing instead. So this is the Pro Gear Slim Rabbit Ear Iris Pink, or maybe it's Blue Lilac. I'm just reading off the invoice, but that's what it is. It was from Goldspot Pens, and I like it. I hope I can write with it long term. I kind of doubt it, but I like the color anyway. Okay, well, go hug your fountain pens. I'm gonna go hose off my horses and try to get them cooled off and cool off myself, and have a fabulous day. I'll catch you next time. Bye.